some abilities that we need for the reading section. Okay, so I'm starting the recording. Okay. Very well. So previously we were talking about passive voice. We talk about reported speech, let's say this part of grammar. That is one of the most important things. Now, what we're going to check today is some vocabulary related to idioms. Okay, so let's start. Have you ever heard or do you know what the meaning of idioms is? Do you know what is idioms? Have you ever heard this word, this expression? Do you know the meaning of idioms? Sorry.
Es idiomas, ¿no?
Okay, it's a false cognate, es un falso cognado, no significa idiomas. Idiomas en inglés se dice language, language es uno, varios se dice languages, idiomas. No, idiom significa algo distinto. Do you know what the meaning of idioms is? No, nadie, una idea. Well, idioms, let's make it clear. So idioms no significa idiomas, okay? Idioms means something different. An idiom is an expression. It's also called idiomatic expression. What we would say, for example, expresiones coloquiales. And we have something similar that is called slangs. Y los slangs, por ejemplo, sí, esos serían como jergas. So what are these kind of expressions? They are, sometimes they are informal. Slangs, las jergas son más informales. But the idioms, they are more like something natural, something normal that we have in every language. It's kind of expressions that are not literal. They can be literal or not. They can be understood better or not according to the context, but they are expressions that natives use a lot, and we need to be able to understand them from the metaphoric ways, una forma metafórica. I'm sorry. Like I told you, it's sometimes it makes sense, a veces va a tener sentido, a veces va a requerir mucha imaginación. You will need a lot of imagination to understand the idioms. And how are we going to learn them? Because it doesn't have anything to do with grammar, right? And they don't have a literal translation. Alguna vez ni siquiera una traducción literal. So how can we learn idioms? So one of the best things you can do is continue reading in English. Remember that you are studying at least 15 minutes every day. And it's not enough that you have the class here. You need to really be practicing. You need to check YouTube. You need to check movies. You need to check a series, podcasts, anything that you want. That's the best thing you can do to learn idioms. Obviously, if you have interaction with natives, with native people, well, it's better. And here we have a couple of examples of different idioms. The first one, can you read, Victor, please, the first idiom, the first expression?
Yes, cut got your tongue. Can you
Excellent.
speak?
Cat got your tongue. The sentence, if you notice, is not even proper according to grammar. So this sentence, cat got your tongue, we have the meaning here. It means, can you speak? Can you speak? It's like in Spanish, we say que los ratones te comieron la lengua. Yeah. So in English, you say cat got your tongue. So it's like you don't want to speak or you are too quiet. You say cat got your tongue. So you see the sentence is metaphoric. Obviously, has nothing to do with a cat and your tongue. It's just an expression. There are many things in English, and there are many vocabulary questions that we were checking or like we were analyzing the previous classes. In the previous classes, we had a diagnostic test, and some of the questions were vocabulary questions. So it's important that you accumulate a great amount of idiomatic expressions. Let's check the next one. Vamos a revisar la siguiente oración. Please, Grace, can you read the next one, next expression?
Okay, is as snug as a bug in a rock.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Warm and cozy.
Exactly, warm and cozy. So this is something you can say, for example, when it's winter. Right now, it's really hot. So I don't think you would like to put your blankets or to get covering blankets on your bed and drink a hot chocolate. This is something that you would do during the winter. You keep covering blankets and you get chocolate or tea or something warm. And so it basically means that it's like something, it's like physical sensation. You are warm and cozy. Okay, cozy means comfortable. All right. So this is just another way of saying snug as a bug in a rock. So the funny thing is that all of these words, they rhyme, como que todas las palabras riman, y por eso es como una expresión coloquial, es graciosa. Snug as a bug in a rock. Es como cuando dicen okie dokie or something like that. So that's other kind of expressions. Okay, while these and these are informal expressions, o sea, esas oraciones no las utilizaríamos en un contexto tan formal. Some of them are not, and you can use them in any context. Ale, can you please help me read the next one?
Yes, go the extra mile. Make an extra effort.
Exactly. So go the extra mile means to make an extra effort. So you can say, I will go the extra mile. I don't know, I will study very hard for the test. I will do a lot of exercises, so I will go the extra mile. Or I have a new project and I want it to work, so I will go the extra mile. Yeah. Let's check the next one. Please, Fer, can you read the next expression?
Butterflies in my stomach. Feeling nervous?
Exactly what we say, stomach.
Stomach.
Exactly. So you see
Stomach.
butterflies in my stomach when you feel nervous. Yeah, it's also, we say in Spanish the same, right? Especially when you are in love, we say tengo mariposas en mi estómago. So in English, it means feeling nervous, but also means when a person is in love. So that's the meaning. This is the expression, right? You can see that none of them are literal, ¿no? Realmente no hay expresiones que sean tantas expresiones literales. So it requires just like some imagination and context to understand them. Please, Victor, can you read the next one?
To go down in flames.
Very well, to go down in flames. So what does it mean of to go down in flames?
To fail spectacularly.
To fail spectacularly, exactly, fallar espectacularmente. So you say, go down in flames, como que se está cayendo en llamas, en flamas, like it's not working, it's really bad. You say to to go down in flames. Okay. Once in a blue moon. Una vez cada luna azul. This means rarely. Although there is no blue moon, or I don't know if there are actually blue moons, like for example, there is a red moon, there is a full moon, yellow moon, but well, that's the meaning of that. It's something that barely happens, something very, very strange. Okay, so here we have some others, but I would like you to watch this video. Let's watch this video. And these are like parts of movies where we have idiomatic expressions. So let's pay attention to them. And I told you the best thing you can do is watch movies, watch series, just consume content in English, and that's how you will learn new expressions. Let's go. This is the idiom, every once in a while, que es como decir de vez en cuando.
Where are you going with this thing? I'm saying life is that station wagon, all right? And yeah, sometimes it's gonna throw you through the windshield, crack your skull wide open, maybe even break your heart. But every once in a while, it's gonna drop a Sally Moran in your back seat. Now, we came to Google for a reason, right?
Come on, guys. Is it turbo to want a friend? Or a medal? Or a piece of pie every once in a while? Is it turbo to want more out of life?
Yes.
But somewhere in there, every once in a while.
Annie reaches down her shirt.
Okay, so that's every once in a while. Be up to the neck. Be up to the neck. So it means to be very busy or to be very involved in a situation. Es como haber metido la pata, estar embarrado de una situación.
Noah, what are you doing?
Not now.
I want to know what's going on.
I said not now.
What basis are you continuing this operation
On the
on?
basis that Nikki Parsons has compromised a covert operation, she is up to her neck in this.
This is about Daniels, not Nikki.
She has betrayed us.
President, by this time tomorrow, you could be in federal court, being arraigned on terrorism charges for attacking Air Force One. I know that you were up to your neck in that.
Estabas embarrado en esa situación. Okay. So, the good thing is about learning idioms is that so sometimes we have these expressions that we don't find the proper vocabulary, right? So yeah, we can say get involved. Get involved es involucrarse. But sometimes we don't want to say involucrarse. Queremos decir embarrarse en una situación o meter la pata. So, if you translate that expression, si tú pones en el traductor meter la pata, well, so it's not going to work, right? In English, they don't say that. But there are expressions that have a similar meaning to what you want to say. So this is one, right? Up to your neck is, puedes decir, I am up to my neck when you are very busy, like a lot of work, I have to study, I have English classes, I'm tired, so you can say, I'm up to my neck. The second thing is that when you get in trouble, so you also say, I'm up to my neck, like I made a mistake and I'm in a serious problem.
Right there with Bozak.
I can neither confirm nor deny this. Let's just say I'll be up to my neck in jury duty.
Okay, he says jury duty, que será parte del jurado de un juicio. So he's saying, I'll be up to my neck. It means I will be very busy. I will be very busy in jury duty. What is the next? Start from the scratch, sorry. Start from the scratch is empezar desde cero. Start from the scratch.
Around here, you start talking about your granddad's experiences in the war, and I didn't see how they're connected.
It connects because you know we both won. Do you think I should start from scratch?
No, I mean, when's the deadline?
It's tomorrow for early application.
We need to rebuild you, all right? We got to start over from scratch. I will decide when the moment is right, and then we will pounce on a greenlit studio picture with an A-list director, because that is what we need.
Why do you grip the club that way? Well, I don't know. Just feels good. Well, that's the wrong answer. Now, let's start from scratch, all right? I need to know why you do the things you do. Like, the foundation for your swing, from the grip to the follow-through.
Okay, next one, throw a party. I think we have listened to this expression before, to throw up.
That could have been my big break.
Bro, maybe Uncle Stan is right. We're throwing a party tonight. Can't you go one night without searching for aliens or raising the dead or whatever?
I'm not gonna raise the dead. I just need a chance to show those agents my book.
Trust me, Dipper. The only book you'll need tonight is right here. Boop!
Hello?
Hey, am I interrupting anything?
No, I'm just writing my paper. Hitting the books.
Yeah, well, you and Lily might want to put some clothes on. We're throwing a party in 2 hours. Okay, bye.
I promise you, as the president of Delta Psi, that we will find a way to right this wrong. Very sorry about this.
No, you know what? That's it. That's 2 strikes. You're on probation till the end of the year. Okay? You so much as throw a party, generate a noise complaint, or end up on any sort of headline, and you are out.
Maybe you heard this expression before, to cause an arm and a leg, something.
What are you doing? They charge an arm and a leg for that stuff.
I would think that you would love the minibar. The thing inside must feel so normal in your little hands.
It's beautiful.
They're a handsome bunch. Diane and I are especially proud because Ivy was just accepted at Stanford University.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. You take my advice?
I did. Thank you again.
Oh my God! Carlos, what have you done?
I saw it when I drove by the dealership. I thought Gabrielle would look so beautiful in this.
Carlos!
Cost me an arm and a leg. It's got GPS navigation, 200-watt stereo system, rear parking
it's
sensors.
beautiful.
So?
Okay, so you see that these expressions, they are very normal, and it's not really just for informal English. You will find them in your exam for sure. And it's good to have like a lot of expressions and a lot of, this is like a bank of words in vocabulary, so you can use them anytime. Also, you will feel more confident. That's one of the advantages. You feel like you have a better English level, you feel more confident, and you want to try these expressions as soon as you find a native person, right? Sometimes these idioms are more difficult to understand for people whose mother tongue is not English. For example, maybe a person who speaks French and they learn English at school. So these people can have problems to understand these expressions. But if not, like, I'm 100% sure that any native person will understand. And for example, there's some expressions like we could say, you want to say, I'm sorry, it was my mistake. So my mistake is an expression that you can use in any context. But then we also have, for example, my bad. My bad significa como fue mi error, but this is just in United States. In British, you won't hear anyone. Yeah. Other people, for example, in England could say, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon is digo lo mismo, ¿no? Como una disculpa, but this is just British English. So also try to see some expressions if you watch a British series. So the expressions will be from British English. If you like American English and you watch American series or movies, so you will learn lots of American expressions. Now, please join me in this activity. We have some other idioms. We're going to do this activity on Kahoot. Here you have the link, here you have the code, and let's start this activity. Okay, let's start. You will choose the option you believe, ¿no? A lo mejor algunos no se lo sepan, entonces escojan lo que ustedes crean. The idiom, a piece of cake, esa es la expresión, a piece of cake. If someone says, ah, that's a piece of cake, so what does that mean? You have to remember most of the time these expressions are not literal, no son literales. So this means es muy fácil. Yeah. So you can say it's a piece of cake. It's very easy. Okay, so you can say it like that, or you can say easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's another expression. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, or that's a piece of cake. So these are idioms. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, it's very informal. It's like something you would tell friends, right? But the piece of cake, I think that is neutral. Not very formal, but it's neutral. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the expression is let off the hook. Let off the hook. Okay, to free it from a task, exactly. So when someone lets you off the hook, es como darte rienda suelta, or to if you have any restrictions, is to free you, to give you some freedom, darte libertad, like not to push a person so much. So that's what I say. I didn't have to do my chores. My mom and dad let me off the hook. So if someone lets you off the hook, is just to make you less worried, make you less stressed. Do you have any questions about this expression? No? Okay, well, let's move on. I'll believe it when pigs fly. When pigs fly, what is the meaning of the expression? Exactly. So you can say, I will believe it when pigs fly. You are the apple of my eye. Exactly, to be deeply in love with someone, or it has other meaning. Les voy a enseñar. There's Donald Trump. Donald Trump said this. Okay, let me show you this.
I want to ask you about something President Putin said about you this week. I don't know if you've seen it. This was very recent. President Putin said, quote, "We surely hear that Mr. Trump says he will resolve all burning issues within several days, including the Ukrainian crisis. We cannot help but feel happy about it." What do you make of that? Do you welcome his support?
I like that he said that, because that means what I'm saying is right. I would get him into a room, I'd get Zelensky into a room, then I'd bring them together and I'd have a deal worked out. I would get a deal worked out. It would have been a lot easier before.
Workout. Workout could mean ejercitarse, hacer ejercicio, pero también significa resolver algo. So what Donald Trump is saying in this interview, in a few days, I will sit with Putin and Zelensky, and the war will be over. It's like, for me, it will be very easy to resolve the problem between Russia and Ukraine. That's what he's saying.
It started. Essentially for 4 years, I kept them from doing anything. Because you know what? I will tell you this. I've never said this. Ukraine was the apple of his eye.
Here's the expression. Ukraine was the apple of his eye. Putin loved Ukraine. Yeah. Putin amaba a Ucrania. That's what he said.
I said, don't ever do it. Don't ever do it.
So don't do it.
He would have never done it. But again, oil prices. He wouldn't have done it because of me, but oil prices. The prices were so high that he had so much money. So he had all this money to prosecute the war. The one who drove up the prices was Biden.
Given that President Putin has bombed maternity wards, 20,000 kids kidnapped from Ukraine by Russia, mass graves. Yeah. Do you welcome his support, his all but endorsement?
Look, I had a very good relationship with him, and yet nobody was tougher on Russia than me. I stopped Nord Stream 2. You never heard of Nord Stream 2. That was the pipeline until I got involved. I said Nord Stream 2, people that were sophisticated, military people and political people, never heard of Nord Stream 2. I had it ended. The pipeline was dead. Biden came in and he approved it. There was nobody tougher than me with Russia, and yet I got along with Putin. Let me tell you, I got along with him really well. And that's a good thing, not a bad thing. He's got 1,700 nuclear missiles, and so do we. But look, that's a good thing. Getting along is okay, but I got along through strength. And the war would have never happened. The war would have never happened. Now what's happened, it's so bad. The oil price is so high, it's hard to get it stopped. The oil price is so high. When he goes above $50 and $60 a barrel, he makes a lot of money on the war. Now, it's a humanitarian thing. It's a lot of different reasons, but I will get that war stopped.
Thanks for watching.
Okay. Okay, I want to check this expression.
Trump claims he's the Putin whisperer in his eye. Putin would have never launched his full-scale.
But I want to see their interview.
You know, Putin would have never gone into Ukraine, but that was just on my relationship with him, my personality over his.
And Trump is sort of right in the sense that he's correctly pointing out, with me as president, Putin would never have had to go into Ukraine. That's the sad reality of that statement.
Never gone. I used to speak to him. It was the apple of his eye, but I said, don't.
Okay, so it says it was the apple of his eye, right? So he loved Ukraine very well. So, you know, you can see many of these expressions if you, I don't know what kind of things you like. Maybe some of you like YouTube. So watch and follow YouTube channels in English. Maybe you like Instagram. So again, follow influencers that speak English. I'm sure you like something. Maybe you like music, maybe you like history. You will find more information in English than Spanish, I guarantee. Obviously, if we find want to learn about history of Mexico, maybe it's better to find it in Spanish. But every other kind of information you will find it in English. And the best thing is that you will learn lots of expressions. All right, well, let's move on. Okay, hit the hay. No, no es literal, right? It's not a literal expression. ¿Qué querrá decir hit the hay? Okay. So hit the hay is to go to sleep. Es golpear el heno. Maybe it doesn't have any, it's not logical, right? For us. Como que golpear el heno, como la paja, ¿qué es eso? But hit the hay means that, es como irse a dormir, pero es una forma como decir, como tumbarse y quedarse dormido. Eso es hit the hay. So, if you are with friends, try not saying, I want to go to sleep. Say, I want to hit the hay, and you will see the reaction. That's fun. It's like when you hear cuando escuchan de repente a los gringos que utilizan nuestras expresiones, ¿no? Como chale, no manches, o no sé, cualquier cosa, ¿no? Carnal. And it's fun, right? For us, it's fun that they're trying to imitate our expressions. But if you are like in a business context, in an exam context, again, it's a very good thing, right? A beginner English learner doesn't know these expressions. It's something that just a person who has a lot of experience with English, a person who is very, who is like surrounded by English can get these expressions, right? So it's very interesting to use, if you want to say something, try to change it and try to use idioms. And that's how you can improve a lot during your exam. It's raining cats and ducks. It's raining cats and ducks. ¿Qué querrá decir? Raining cats and ducks. Okay. It's raining hard. Entonces, que de hecho no decimos hard. Se dice it's raining heavily. Or it's a heavy rain. Una lluvia fuerte. You know, that's the thing. That's why we need to learn these expressions. Lluvia fuerte, si yo lo meto en el traductor, maybe you will get strong rain. Pero strong rain? No, that's not natural. Obviously, someone can understand. Ah, strong rain. Ah, you mean heavy rain. Oh, okay. But if you try to translate everything in English, well, it's going to be difficult to understand you. Okay, so we say heavy rain, or you can say it's raining cats and dogs. You know, sometimes it tends to exaggeration. O sea, si están lloviendo perros y gatos, es como una locura, ¿no? Pues es eso, que está lloviendo muy fuerte, está lloviendo de locos. So that's how you can use these expressions. And I told you, there are some expressions that are even more informal, son todavía más informales, pero esos se llaman slangs. Y los slangs ya no son esas expresiones, ahora son jergas. So they are not good to use in exam. No sería muy bueno utilizarlas en exámenes o en un contexto muy formal. But if you use it in the street with your friends, it's good, right? Here you have some examples. Aquí hay unos ejemplos. Ace, por ejemplo, ace es como cool, muy bueno, como decir chido. Ace. A sweet one es como un trago, echarse un trago. A sweet one. What else? Got it is very annoyed. Got it. De hecho, guts son las tripas. In English, when you want to say, tienes agallas, como que eres valiente, you would say, you've got, or you have guts. Se dice, you have guts, tienes tripas, aunque se quiere decir como tienes agallas. So, again, is that what I told you. Si yo meto en el traductor, tienes agallas, quizá lo traduzca literalmente, pero es que no tendría sentido. You will say you have guts. All right, well, let's move on to the next expression. Hot couch potato. A couch potato. Okay, eso es un couch potato. Exactly, someone who is lazy. Couch potato is called like that because couch es un sillón. Okay, so when you say a couch potato, is someone who only likes to be on the couch all the day and not moving. Like what you see in the picture, that's a couch potato. And now there's another expression. If you have there's a new term, hay otro término que es mouse potato, alguien que se la pasa todo el tiempo en la computadora. That's a mouse potatoes, like maybe playing video games or social media and they don't do anything else. And now there's also cell phone potato, que es lo mismo, alguien que se la pasa todo el tiempo en el celular y no hace nada. So that's a cell phone potato. So there are some of these expressions that are they're like funny in, well, idioms. Let's move on. Tie the knot. Tie the knot literalmente quiere decir amarrar el nudo. Very well. So tie the knot, it means get married, casarse. Yeah. Tie the knot. Okay. Tell me if you have any questions. If you don't understand any of the expressions. Okay, very well. Pay close attention or you will miss the boat for the ice cream party. Vas a perder el bote, el barco a la fiesta del helado. Well, again, this expression doesn't make a lot of sense. It's como, okay. But it means to miss your chance at something, to miss a very big opportunity. Okay, and yeah, it doesn't have to do anything with party. It doesn't have anything to do with ice cream or with a boat. It just means to miss your chance, perder tu oportunidad. You say, miss the boat for the ice cream party. Let's continue. Okay, very well. So bite off more than you can chew, como morder más de lo que puedes masticar. Yeah. So it means like to, I don't know, what expression can we use in Spanish? Como que poco abarca por, el que mucho abarca poco aprieta, could be. Something similar. So it means don't take on more than you can handle. Handle es como lo que puedes manejar. No tomes más de lo que puedes manejar. So that is bite off more than you can chew. Next expression. Okay, so this is once in a blue moon. Ya lo habíamos visto. Very well. Okay, very well. Okay, now the ball's in your court. Ahora los balones están de tu lado de la cancha. So this is like saying, now it's your decision. Ahora te corresponde a ti tomar la decisión. It's, you say, now the ball is in your court. Very well. Okay, very well. You did or said something exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. Pues como si le diste al clavo. The nail, aparte de uña, también significa clavo. O sea, le diste en la cabeza del clavo. It means you did or said something exactly right. Like diste en el clavo. That's correct. I agree. Very well. Okay, very well. I'm all ears. Soy todo oídos. Perfect. The last one. Okay, very well. And this is back to the drawing board. It's like start from scratch, empezar de nuevo. Back to the drawing board. Very well. So is there any of these expressions that you don't understand or that you would like to check again? What do you think? Let's check the sentences. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, very well. So that is basically the topic for idioms. Now, is that it? Well, not. Fortunately, let me check. I have a book Idioms. I will send it to you. There is a whole book that you can check later, and it's about idioms. It's full of topics like health, happiness, anger, knowing, understanding, experience. Like there are many topics there. Those are like 60 different topics, and all of them are full of different expression, right? Que, por ejemplo, querrá decir, as dry as a bone, tan seco como un hueso. Okay. What would be the meaning of, I don't know. Algunas son fáciles, ¿no? Recharge your batteries, recargar las baterías. Tener un pie que te pica. It means to want to travel more. What is the meaning of give someone a piece of your mind, darle a alguien un pedazo de tu mente. So it means to be very angry. There are many of these expressions, and I will send this book to you so you can study, and maybe you can have like, you can read a little bit of this book in your free time. Maybe you can do it in 15 minutes. You study a lesson. Like there are short lessons, son lecciones muy cortas, but that's how you can understand more idioms, because we will have them for sure during the test. So there is one more, right? We need to check also collocations, que es un tema parecido a lo de idioms que acabamos de ver. But, hold on. One second. I'm trying to open WhatsApp to send you the book. Okay, there you go. Here is the link for the book, and you can study it later. Now, let's go back to the lingua skill test. We are practicing the reading section. Very well. So during the exam, during the lingua skill test, we're going to have some kind of questions like this. Okay, what is this kind of question? Let me show you. Okay, so we have this exercise. This exercise is phrases with blanks. Please, Ale, can you read this? Can you read the description of this exercise? What is phrases with blanks? This is one of the exercises we're going to have. Okay, maybe Fair, please, can you read it? Phrases with blanks.
Phrases with blanks. Candidates read phrase missing a word, blank space, and choose the right word to fill in that blank. There are 4 options for each blank.
Okay, very well. So, and that's the activity. Okay, so let's do like we did when we had the exam, the diagnostic test. So, what kind of question is this? ¿Qué tipo de pregunta es esta? Is vocabulary, conversational, is grammar, or is comprehension? ¿Qué tipo de pregunta es esta?
Grammar.
Grammar, exactly. Because we have different grammar structures, hay diferentes estructuras gramaticales to complete here. Okay, so I need to make use of my knowledge of grammar in English. Okay, now let's analyze what we have here. Okay, vamos a analizar lo que tenemos aquí. So it says you. What is you? Recuerden cuando lo estamos analizando palabra por palabra. So what is you? ¿Qué parte discursiva es?
A noun.
A pronoun. Pronombre. Pronoun. Okay, you. So pronoun, aquí you, el pronombre es un sujeto, right? It is performing an action. It does an action. Okay, what is to check? What is to check?
Verb.
Verb.
Infinitive verb. Bueno, hasta ahí realmente necesitamos para poder resolver esta oración. So now you have here the 4 options. So you must to check, you should to check, you have to check, or you better to check. So you have these options. I will give you 10 seconds and please write your answer on the chat. Please, everyone, write your answers on the chat. So the correct answer in this case is oft. Oft to check. Okay, why? Because, like we said, we have here an infinitive verb, verbo en infinitivo. So I can say must check, but it's not possible to say must to check. Right, that's the problem. The problem is that here you have to, and to is an infinitive verb, so you don't say must to check, you say, and it's not possible to say should to check. The only option available is oft, because you say oft to check. What is oft to? It means should, it's a synonym of should, deberías. You have to check the tires, it means you should check. The problem is that we cannot use should because we have to. Okay, so this is the only expression. Very well, let's check the next one. And this question is, the first kind is read and select. Please, can you, Chris, help me read? Vamos a leer what it says here. Read and select.
Read and select. Candidates, read a notice, diagram, sing, memorandum, or letter containing a short text and choose the sentence or phrase that is closest to the meaning of the text. There are 3 possible answers.
Exactly. Okay. Perfect. So, you will see this diagram or a chart. And what you have to do is to summarize what says here. Tenemos que resumir lo que dice aquí and say it in a few words and choose this option. What can you do? Skimming and scanning. So have a brief view, and after that, try to check the keywords, las palabras clave que están en este pequeño texto. So try to check the keywords, and after that, you can come here and you can answer. So I will give you 30 seconds and choose the option that you believe is correct. 30 seconds. Okay, so the correct option is okay, it says the lunch menu will change from next Monday. And there will be a new dinner menu from March 8th. So the only correct option is the food in the Orient restaurant is going to be different. It's letter A. Let's see. Exactly. Very well, guys. So it's not B because they won't change at the same time. This is contradictory information. And the other restaurant will open for dinner for the first time in March. It's not mentioned, so this is the correct option. Okay, so tomorrow we continue with this. Thank you so much. We're going to check a new topic and more practice. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Goodbye. Take care.